Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. Tonight, it's a 6 p.m. Wednesday cast, and we have something brand new. If you've been following this cast, they're going to do their first long-form game, a murder mystery. And we're going to ask all of you, before we unveil who the real murderer is, to ask you to chime in on our chat and make a guess of who you think was the killer. I'm Ken Scove. I'm the founder and director of the LA Connection. We're celebrating our 44th year of dishing out fine comedy improv. We're now live streaming directly to you. The chat is open. Any kind of comments you want to make, that's fantastic. Let's introduce our cast of characters in our murder mystery tonight. Starting with Antoinette, the sister of the deceased.
Hey everyone, join me live on Facebook later. I'm going to be doing a big reveal for my company. Hashtag boss babe.
The butler, Joffrey.
The butler, Joffrey, at your service.
Olga, the Russian maid.
Что ты хочешь опять? I'm sorry, say hi.
The brother of the deceased, Charlie.
Name's Charlie. How's it going?
His personal assistant, Rashida. His newlywed wife, Nancy.
Hello, I have to say it's not a pleasure to be here right now.
The cook, Genevieve.
Bonjour, c'est Geneviève. Oh, I can't wait to cook for you.
His daughter, Kelly.
I'm not camera ready yet. Can you come back to me, please?
His ex-wife, Eliza.
Hi everyone, it's so sad to be here.
Junior, his son.
I'm in the middle of a call. It's really important. My father just died, my main source of income. So I'd appreciate a little more.
And of course, our detective, Hank.
Every single one of you people are suspects, so don't go anywhere, especially you.
And now the storyline. The father, the patriarch of the family, was found dead in his bed at 7 in the morning. He went to bed at 10 o'clock that night. Was anybody in his room between 10 and 7? He was alive at 10. He was dead at 7. Now we're going to start our murder mystery as we go to the main room of the house, and the detective will interrogate each and every one of them to find out where they were between 10 and 7 p.m. I will come back later for the conclusion.
All right, everybody. I got a few questions for everybody here. I'm glad you're all assembled. I'd like to talk to, let's see now. Yeah, might as well start at the top of the list there. Antoinette. Might as well go in alphabetical order. So, you're the sister of the deceased?
Yes, I am.
All right. Where were you between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m.?
Well, you see, I am one of the owners of Sparkle Jazz, which is a makeup company that is new, and it's all about being young and looking young and fabulous and all about just empowering women. And so I'm a boss babe.
That's nice to know, but I need to know what your time when you were here between 7 and 6 last night. Did you see anything?
Well, I didn't really see anything because I was with all of my followers and I was doing a live on Facebook, a demonstration of this new product that I'm wearing that I will tell you all about.
I'll come find you later. I'll ask you about that another time. Don't worry about it. Yeah, where's that? Hey, brother, the brother, Charlie.
Hey, how's it going, Hank?
Not bad. Just one quick question before we start. Is your name spelled with 1 A, 2 A's, or 5 A's?
It's 2 A's. Charlie.
Now you you're a new face to this place there. I don't think you've ever been invited back for a while. Where were you between the hours of 7 and 6?
7 and 6. Let's see. Around 8:30, I was outside by the fire pit smoking half pack of Marlboro Reds to my face, and then I think I blacked out around 10:30, 11, and crashed and hit the hay.
Anybody collaborate this for you?
What's that?
Anybody see you do this?
I mean, I was pissed drunk past 10. So before that, I think the maid might have walked by me when I was out by the fire. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty cold outside, so not many people were joining me. But
all right,
I think
stick around. Don't leave. Stick around. We got some questions for you later.
No problem.
His newlywed wife there, Nancy. Where's she at?
Hello.
Nancy, terribly sorry for your loss there, but we have to ask this question to everybody. Where were you between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m.?
Well, I was on a red flat going home from a trip to Cabo that I had to cut short because I got a text from a random number that I didn't have in my phone that said, "Come home." And when I called my husband, no one answered. When I called the maid, when I called the cook, when I called the butler, no one answered. So I had to take a flight home and find my husband in his bed, dead.
Accepting a text from a random number and a message from someone you didn't know. Interesting. Don't go anywhere, please, Nancy. We'll have some questions for you later. Just go over there and have a cup of coffee. Hey, where's that maid at? Olga? Olga, would you mind? It's
So sorry. I
early for that, isn't it?
had to refresh myself. It's so hot outside, you know.
I see. Now, it's one of the staff. I assume your hours are kind of odd, so you might be able to tell me if anything happened between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. here?
Что, опять работать мне нужно? Sorry. God bless. I'm finally, you know, I was working my whole life from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., from 12 p.m. to 6 a.m., and it's a blur. Honestly, it's a blur. And God bless my master, but I can be a slave to anybody right now.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Joffrey, the loyal manservant.
Yes, that's.
You're one of the staff here. How long have you been working for the old man?
Oh, going on 12 years, sir.
Well, you probably developed routines, huh? Tell me something. Where were you between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m.?
Well, I was performing my nightly duties, making the rounds of the castle, and I did spot Charlie lying on the ground outside the door. I did. That was around 11, not 10. I picked him up and put him in his quarters. And then around 11:30, I went to the study and had myself a cocktail because I deserve it.
I see. All right, don't leave town. We got a few more questions to ask you there. I got to go to the heart of the matter here. Of course, the assistant. She'll know. Excuse me, Rashida. I got a couple quick questions for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I didn't realize you and Mr. Kent were so close.
I mean, I was his personal assistant for the last 10 years. What do you expect?
Now, this is very important here, Rashida. I need to know where you were between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. last night.
Well, around 8 p.m. last night, after I found out that the new wife was taking a flight somewhere, I decided to go over to the house to tell them that I need to know why did I get fired. And why did she fire me? I know the new wife has something to do with it. But then when I went over there, he didn't answer. So I let myself in, and I decided to, just wait in the study. And then I heard it scream.
Well, you just compose yourself. We'll have a few questions for you later. Oh boy. Excuse me, Kelly. You're the daughter of the deceased, correct?
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
You don't have to worry about making yourself pretty for me, Princess. I just need to know where you were between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Yeah, it's not for you, honey, but that's cute. Well, don't tell anyone, but I had a hot date.
So you weren't even here at the time of in question?
Yeah, that's what that means.
Anybody corroborate this for you?
I mean, a couple guys could, but I'm not going to tell you their names.
Yeah, I doubt that, Princess. You just sit there and make your... We'll get back to you for some questions later.
Great. Can't wait.
Hey, Junior. Hey, you want to take your hands off the phone for a second? I got a couple of questions for you. Talking to the police, huh? Nothing new to you, right?
Yeah, well, I don't think that has to do with anything here, okay? I'm trying to be a working man, all right? My family doesn't always agree with the type of business I like to conduct, so unfortunately, that's life, and you have to talk to the police every once in a while as part of your duties.
Yeah, well, your duties, your life, I could give 2 leprechaun farts for. What I need to know is where you were between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. last night.
Well, if you must know, I was running some deliveries for my business last night, okay?
Deliveries,
and I had to make sure I was in and out constantly all night. It's hard to know exactly what time I was there and what time I wasn't there, but I was there periodically throughout the night when I had a break in deliveries. I like to provide deliveries right then and there for people, okay? Because otherwise they're going to go elsewhere. Okay, detective.
Oh, I see. I see multitude of deliveries going on at all hours of the night, including the AM hours. I'm not too sure if I should be talking to your vice. Someone will be talking to you in a minute. Just sit back and we'll get to you later. Oh, the cook. Almost forgot about her from the staff. Excuse me, I have a couple of questions for you.
Bonsoir, Detective Thank you. Oh, j'adore ton nom. I love your name. Ooh.
I mean, bonsoir.
You speak French? Oh, quel plaisir que tu parles français. You speak French. Oh, that's incredible. Thank you for that. Thank you.
One moment, please. Thanks, God. Really appreciate this one. I'm sorry, but we need to talk business right now, madam. Madame. I need to know where exactly you were between the hours of 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. last night.
Well, I have an incredible alibi in la cuisine, the kitchen, because there are so many people who come during the middle of the night to get food. It is very, very fascinant. And I learned so much. So from 10 until 2, I was in the kitchen cooking up a storm for people with hungry tummies, l'estomac. But after that, I went to bed at 2 o'clock. Of course, all French cooks must have their beauty sleep. C'est la nuit, c'est la nuit.
I see. And when you went to bed at 2 a.m., what were you dressed in? I mean, don't worry about that. We'll figure that out later. Just go back to the kitchen and base something, and we'll be back to you in a moment.
J'adore.
Haba. Mrs. Kent, I'm terribly sorry about the loss of your ex-husband. I'm not sure if that's something I should be saying, but my loss, my regrets to you on this particular occasion.
Thank you. My poor, simple husband. When I was madam of the house, this house ran, let's say, just according to plan. And now somebody else takes over and boom, there's a death. I mean, I wasn't even here. I came over because my sweet, adorable children that you've met them. They're just the light of my life. They called me and they said, Mommy, please come over. Papa's dead. And I came right over to see them. And it just breaks my heart that nobody was here, especially his new wife. She was not here when she said she's not here when she died. I mean,
I flew back immediately.
No, ladies, please.
But just
no need for any infighting in here.
Keep in mind, she was not here. She was not here, and neither was I for poor Kent, and he died alone. He died alone. And I just want to tell you this, that we need to speed this process up because he wants to be cremated. He told me he wants to be cremated and the funeral is tomorrow morning and we need to do that right away.
Well, in due course of justice, madam, we're going to have to go through an entire investigation here. I'm afraid we can't rush anything. Feel free to talk to the courts if you'd like, but a murder investigation takes precedence. I'm terribly sorry. Please.
I think I take precedence. How about you call your boss? He works for me.
You're more than welcome to help to call him.
Sister.
I would like to speak to my niece, please.
You're my favorite. You're like the only family member I actually like.
You are so sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, sweetheart, I have to talk to you, okay? And I know this has been a long time coming, and I've really been thinking hard about it, but I really think that it's time that you join my team.
I get a lot of offers being an influencer and everything, so let's put the deal on the table. What are you offering?
Okay. So right now there's an introductory special, and everything is included that you need. Your entire kit, so your entire makeup kit, and it's going to teach you all of the contouring, and it's only 3 small payments.
Yeah, let me
$299.96.
Let me stop you right there. As much as I love makeup and love your offer and all, first of all, I don't pay for anything. Second of all, are you a little bit concerned about my dad? Like just a little bit? Just perhaps like a tiny bit?
So here's the thing, sweetheart. I am so upset, and I just don't know how to deal with things like this. I'm one of those people that goes to a funeral and laughs, I don't know how to deal with things like this in my soul, So throwing myself into my work is how I deal with things like this, okay? And I'm just trying to hold
brother.
Let's get Junior in here. What's up, Junior?
Hey, Uncle. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Good. Real good.
Yeah.
No, I mean bad.
I know
bad.
kids,
bad.
The kids these days, I mean, you guys are spending so much time on like TikTok and all these dating apps and everything. You seem just more in the loop about like this. What from your perspective, a young kid, what do you think happened with this situation with my brother? I have not a freaking clue.
Well, I mean, it's certainly no secret that the man liked some tail in his life, as you know. So, I don't know. A lot of good-looking women around this house. A lot of heartbroken, good-looking women around this house. That's where I'm looking personally. You know what I mean? I really.
You think it was one of the women? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Pops. He was kind of weak there. In that regard. Obviously, didn't like me that much. So, someone had to get their affection. So. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, Junior, you guys got into a lot of fights. I mean,
he loved Junior.
Knock him out, drag him out.
He loved you. He loved you, Junior. I mean, you can't say that, but man, I mean, it's breaking my heart. I mean, I'm trying to just dig a little bit deeper and figure out who did this to my brother because I find him.
The two of us kind of left things bad with him, and I hope that I wouldn't tell the detective that. You may think we have a motive since both of us were on the outs with him in the last several weeks.
Cut. New wife.
I need to speak to Genevieve. Bonjour, Belle. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I had laryngitis for a little bit. I'm so sorry.
That's
Bonjour, tu vas bien?
Très bien. Et toi?
Yes, things go okay. They're all right in the kitchen. It's okay.
I need to tell you something, and I need you to keep it a secret.
Well, you can tell me anything. The French keep all secrets.
I'm pregnant. I'm having pregnancy cravings already, so I need you to cook me up something sweet and savory, salty, but also keto friendly.
I am going to make you an incredible omelette. Incredible avec les savignons, the onions, and all of that. It will feel so well in your tummy. You will feel so good with leeks, French leeks. I will take so care of you.
Thank you. So I did get here in the wee hours of the morning, and it looked like there was a rager in this house. Luckily, I saw Olga cleaning up, doing her job as she should. That's why I pay her so well. He never paid her. But the personal assistant, I saw her using my perfume in the morning.
That is horrible. C'est horrible. No woman can do that to another woman.
I know you know they had an affair.
Yes.
Thank you.
I will back you up with that any day. I will.
So I don't know.
Personal assistant.
I wouldn't call her the ex-wife.
It's sweetheart, breathe. Remember how I taught you? You will be okay. Calm down. Do not say it. We went over this.
I just want to say, I'm sorry for your loss because I know you were impacted too. But you know, I've been in this family for 10 years.
Have, sweetheart, and take very good care of you. Just breathe and just, you don't need to talk to that mean detective anymore. Just breathe. We will take care of you. I will personally make sure you are taken care of. Just, I mean, maybe we should just have you go home now. You
What about that? Got off my chest, and then I was so hungry. I went right after to the cook, you know, and I don't eat because I have to starve to do my job. But I met the ex-wife. She was so nice to me, and you know, I try to do my job. I can do any job for you now since your brother left. I can be a Russian bride. I can be anything you want me to be. Just to get off my chest.
What did you get off your chest? What's the point? I'm a little confused here.
Because you mentioned that we were drinking after hours.
Right.
So that was a lot for me because it was my first drink, you know.
Oh.
You know, underage.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was sitting outside and you walked by. You had a drink with me. I didn't even remember that.
Sorry.
But
cut Butler.
Yes, I'd like to talk to the missus, please.
Joffrey?
Yes, Nancy. Well, I found it odd, your story, when you talked about going to Cancun. I remember you packing your bag. But then the maid found that bag stuffed in a corner in the basement. So you didn't take your luggage.
Well, I wasn't in Cancun. I said I was in Cabo. If you could listen, clearly you're not the detective here. And also, I did leave a bag here. And you know what I found in that bag that I didn't put in there before? This.
Oh, wow.
Nice and clean and shiny, though.
Quite handy for you.
Like that before.
Looks like it suits you well.
Suits me well. Honey, this is blue. I'm wearing green and pearls, honey.
Well, exactly my point. So, and then you talked about the party that happened. Well, yes.
There was a rager.
It does seem like the children could have, started that party. But I know for a fact it was your friends that were there.
My friends were there. Because they never mentioned that. And I do, speaking of those spoiled little brats, can we bring them in?
Oh. Children?
Because I'm pretty sure they're setting me up.
Oh my God, I'm in the middle.
Put them down and put the Coke away. I am not going to. I'm about to act like.
What are you talking about?
You got it? Good.
Oh, heavens, boy. Everyone knows you're doing it.
You little brats called my friends. I think you took one of my pagers, my Blackberries, sent out a massive text to say a rager in our house while I was gone. And then I come home and my husband is dead.
Okay, you have rich friends. It's not our fault they're more fun than you. Like, maybe you shouldn't just have fun, rich friends. Ever thought of that?
But the question is, children, did you invite these friends?
Listen, we may have had a few friends over. I feel like a rager is just a wee bit of exaggeration from Mrs. Exaggeration over there. I'm sorry. I'm surprised. Weren't you guys thinking about getting a separation, or was that just something?
I was thinking about getting a separate house for my second business, and for when I just want to get away, because we all know that this house is freaking insane, and it gives me a bad estate of mind.
Okay, just because you're boring and you only like tea parties, it's not our fault that your friends actually want to come over and have fun with us. Like, maybe you should just improve your personality or something. It kind of stinks, to be honest. Like, did we ever really like her? Really?
Very cut.
No, we don't have to hold up any sort of bargain. No.
Je voudrais speak, please, with Junior. Junior.
Hey, Genevieve.
Bonjour. Oh, I'm so glad to talk to you. Okay, let's cut the crap right now. I want to know what's going on with the safe. I need to get out of here. They're going to get onto me soon, Junior. I am no cook. I can't even cook oatmeal. You were supposed to go into the library, do the safe. I gave you the combination. Do you need it again? 4 to the right, 32. To the left, 36. To the right again twice, 20.
Genevieve,
and to the left 18. Do you need me to repeat that? Because I will.
No, I don't need you to repeat it. Okay, I went in and checked out. I didn't have time to come see you because obviously my dad croaked last night because somebody freaking killed him. And now I went into the safe and it wasn't there. There was no will there. Okay, I have no idea what happened to it. All right, I don't know who's in it. I don't know who's not in it. All right, and I don't know if you'll get it if we elope like our plan was. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
Junior, at this point, I am not a murderer, and I know you aren't, my love. But I am about the cash, and we need to get to Punta Mita and get out of here quick. I don't want to be embroiled in this. It's done. We just need to get the cash. Forget the will. The cash is in the safe. Get the cash in the gold bar.
Sister.
I would like to speak to the personal assistant.